Community engagement is a course for final year students based on autonomous learning. According to LaVey and Wegner, situated learning is learning that takes place within an authentic activity and cultural context, which is why I chose this series to build the module around. After meeting with my client, the goals for the module we came up with were as follows. Make the module more outward-facing and creative, reduce the number of forms, change the assessment measures. Let's look at some of the changes. This is the original announcement page, which contains varying fonts, font sizes, and use of color. On the updated announcement page, we've created a new welcome message and increased the font size to make it easier for students to read. We have also added a blue heading. As we go through the module, you'll see that this format remains consistent based on associative learning theory, and students can make associations between font, color, and placement on the page, making it easier for students to quickly scan for important information. We have also added a module tour. Although these are final year students, the module has had significant changes, and those choosing may get a quick tour of the changes. When we look at the original schedule page, we see that it contains one folder with the slides for upcoming lectures. The new schedule shows some of the biggest changes towards being outward, as we have transformed it into a learning module. Each week is contained on one page, and students can access lecture slides or upcoming assignments. They are able to download forms or follow links to the assessment page. The pattern established with font and color remains on the schedule page, allowing students to quickly scan for information. Another goal was the reduction of forms. There were originally 8 forms that the module leader tracked on an Excel spreadsheet. With 55 students, this took a great deal of time. The forms are now located in the assessment folder, and we've reduced the number to 5, one of them being a Google form, which is embedded in the module itself and links to an Excel spreadsheet for the module leader to use. All the forms are linked directly to the Grade Center for ease of tracking by the module leader as well. In the previous module, there were 2 assessments, a written report and a PowerPoint presentation. In the assessment page, we now have 4 folders. The discussion board was added with the theory of communities of practice in mind and based on collective learning. Students only meet a handful of times, and this forum will allow them to share their experiences with each other and learn from those around them. If we look inside this folder, we will see that there is an instruction page and the assessment itself. The instruction pages are all set up in a very similar fashion. There are written instructions and a video should the student choose to watch them. The journals are used to help the student prepare for their final presentation. They are asked several times during the module to record their thoughts regarding their volunteer experiences. The final project has also been modified, so students are now asked to create either a video or screencast and to share their experience. In this folder, you will find the final project, which contains a rubric. There are also 2 information sheets for the students, one with tips on how to create their project and one for submitting their project. Again, text and a video. Students will need to submit this project to a class wiki. Before, presentations were made to the module leader only. In keeping with a more outward-facing and building a community, presentations will now be shared for all in the module to see. By working with my client, we were able to build in collaborative social interactions through the use of a discussion board and a final project that's more interactive and socially geared, with the goal to increase social construction of knowledge. Additionally, we were able to reduce the number of forms, which was a major goal of the client. We were also able to make the schedule more outward-facing, and we maintained consistency throughout the module through the use of font and color.